So, hi. I know you guys have been wondering where I've been. Probably not. You probably don't even care. But I care about you enough to let you know what's going on. So, before I get into my dilemma, let me start from the beginning. And I'm trying not to, I'm not going to cry. So, on June 13th of this year, my mommy died. And it was a very depressing, sad thing for me. And I can't even say that, honestly, I can't even say that her dying was depressing. No. I can't say that, everybody dies. I knew about that. Everybody dies. I'm going to die. You're going to die. And we all have to come to the realization that we're going to die. I come to that, when my dad died. It was sudden. I was like, okay, what happened? Because I wasn't there. But the thing that creeped me out was that I've never seen someone die. This may creep you out as I'm talking about it, but I want to be real about it, and I want to be honest, and I want to tell you guys what's going on. I remember the day of my mom was talking to me, and she was expressing, not just me, but the whole entire family, the intermediate family and some external family that was there. And my mom was saying some stuff, and I turned my head for a second, and I heard the doctor say, she's not breathing. And I've been going through some things as far as dealing with it. I haven't really dealt with it. I thought that I had. I thought I was a strong person. But watching somebody just, after you've been with somebody for so long, every day in the hospital, you don't expect to walk into the room and then, go and have a meeting, and then they say like 5 words, and then, they're not speaking anymore. I wasn't prepared for that. So I'm dealing with it still. I have a hard time. I cry a lot still, 3-4 months later. And, I ask you guys for your prayers and things like that. Because, it's kept me up a lot of nights. My birthday just passed, and this is the first birthday without either of my parents. Usually when someone passes in my family, we get the call, and, they say, oh, she's gone. And then you cry, and then you go over there. And then for us, I don't know how it is for you, but for our family, we go view the body. Wherever it is, we go see the body. That's how we do it. So if my grandma was to pass, God forbid, wherever my grandma died, that's where she's going to stay until we go see her. So I don't know why I said all that, but that's how we do it in my family. Because we want everybody to be able to see that person. So when my mom passed, she stayed right there. We didn't move her until we called everybody we knew. Except if you were out of town and you just was out of town, you wouldn't go see her. But anybody that, we knew that was around the area that we called, we stayed right there. And anybody who wanted to see her could see her. And so, I cried a lot of times, but it hurt me to just know that I have, I feel like I had nobody. I know my sister, she's 18, and she's had she's dealt with it, but me, I haven't dealt with it yet. I don't know when I'm going to deal with it, but right now I'm having a bad time. I'm having a hard time dealing with it. So, just not having any parents, that's hard for me. You want to be independent, but as you're being independent, you want your parents there just to be like, hey, Mom, I'm going to call you and be like, hey, what's up? Hey, Dad, miss you, love you, blah, blah, blah. But I don't have anybody to call, so it's hard. So I am a pescatarian now. I've been a pescatarian. Well, actually, now I'm a borderline, what's the word I'm looking for? I am a transitioning vegetarian. Transitioning pescatarian into a vegetarian, or a vegan, if you will. They're two different, all these things are two different things. Veganism is different, vegetarianism is different, and pescatarian is different. There's a lot of things that, through the Word of God, I realized that I'm still learning about that, God didn't want us to do, or God didn't want me to do. I can't speak for you, because maybe God didn't speak to you the way he spoke to me. So I'm dealing with Christmas trees and even my own self, like even my diet and the way I eat things. So now, how you guys eat ribs and turkey and chicken and stuff like that? I can't eat that. You can call it consecration, a fast, if you will. I don't know. It may be a lifetime consecration, a lifetime fast for me. But I stopped eating pork and beef, hot dogs and bologna and all that other junk because it's not good for, I've seen all the little disgusting pictures about all the stuff that, happens when you eat pork and things like that when it's uncooked. But in the Bible, it talks about, in the book of Leviticus, it talks about things being unclean. Also, I've been really, really, really extremely busy with school. I transferred from music production, which my mom did not like, into internet marketing, which I think will help me. And it has been a struggle. It's been a really, real struggle for me because what I thought I knew about internet marketing, I had no clue. I thought you just, go on Facebook and you get people to sign up for stuff and then you get $20 here and there. No, it's more than that. It's about building a business. It's about building a brand. It's about learning difficult words. It's almost like, no, I can't compare it to being like anybody in the medical field because that's way beyond me. But learning different terminologies, and it's really, really crazy. Going to church. I just recently started going to church, and you guys, it's like, oh my goodness, it's like what do you call it? How do you guys say it? The floodgates are open when it comes to God. Just learning who God is all over again. It makes me happy just talking about it. Like, I go to church, this new church that I attend right now. It's called the Whole Armor God International, and the pastor is Janice Renee Irving. And when I went, I was kind of cautious because my previous church, they were deep in, the Pentecostal prophetic faith. And so my pastor, Bishop John Walker, she would, that's her specialty. Each church has its own specialty. And so, I've been at this church since I was 6 on and off, you know what I mean? And so I became kind of hesitant to go to a new church because, I didn't have access to this old church that I used to go to. It's not old, but my previous church that I'm a member of. I don't have access to get there. It's on the other side of town. I just don't have the means to get there. So I was hesitant to go to another church. And I said, you know what, God, I really want to go. I really want to go because I have, I've been brought up in the church. I know God is, all in here. God speaks to me, I'm prophetic and things like that. And I really need to be in the church. I don't need to be sitting in my room all day just, reading the Bible. Of course, that's good, but you need to be in the house of God. You need to be in the house of God. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go to church. So out of fear, I went to the new church. And by the grace of God, I loved it. I loved it. She's, she was one of those pastors that really loves on the congregation. It's not really a big church, but they love on the congregation. I didn't grow up having that type of love from my pastor. I didn't. It may have been due to my own insecurities and my own issues, but I just didn't grow up having that love. I didn't grow up, being able to talk to my pastor and things like that. I didn't go to church. I didn't grow up going to Bible study, just being able to ask questions. Usually when you go to Bible study and your pastor preaches. Now when I go to Bible study, the pastor actually asks me questions like, do you have any questions? Any question you want to ask, you just raise your hand and you say something like, what does God feel about pants? Or, did the devil do this, that, or the other? And she'll go through the word of God and she'll show you. I've never experienced that before. So it's just, like I said, this month alone has been very, very crazy for me. Very, very educational, very, very spiritual, very, 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 very learning. It's just been a whole, it makes me excited about the future, about my today, my tomorrow. I don't regret my past because it made me who I am. It made me smarter. And I just love what I'm walking into right now because I allow God to just order my steps. And that's the key there. That's the key of this whole talk right now. Is letting God order your steps. And I didn't get this way just by being in the flesh. And I'm really trying to watch what I say because I don't want to offend anybody. So when I'm stuttering, I'm like really watching what I say. But I was walking in the flesh, not reading my word, not praying to God, not fasting. I didn't even know how to fast. And I probably still don't. I'm probably doing it wrong. But just importantly, praying and reading the word, it wasn't until recently that through going to this church that I just sat down with like 3 Bibles, a concordance, and a dictionary. This is the way that, the pastor talks about how she researches. And I read commentaries now. I didn't get any of this from my other pastor. I'm probably if I were to ask her, she probably would have told me, but in a whole different way that I probably would have got confused about. But I'm just learning God. Like, I don't even know how to describe it to you. You just have to know. But anyway, but I really pray that you guys like the video and you comment on it and you like it and you thumbs up it and you subscribe to my channel. Because I have some stuff to talk about. Yeah, I do. And I think it's going to be very, very, very good. So you guys, be blessed, take care, and know that I'm praying for each and every one of you. Like always, I love you to life. And you guys take care. Toodles.